This is a tutorial on how to install WordPress on your Godaddy hosting account. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to log into your Godaddy account and you're going to click on My Account. When you get here, you're going to go to Web Hosting and you're going to go ahead and launch your hosting account. I've already launched mine just to kind of speed this up a little bit. Now, the first thing that you need to do when you are installing WordPress is you need to make sure that you have added your domains. And this I did ahead of time because I want to make sure that they've propagated. To add a domain, you're simply going to click Add Domain. You're going to type in the domain name here, and you're going to point it to whatever folder. Now, if you are doing a brand new WordPress install and you want that domain name to point to that WordPress install, you need to create your own folder or directory. So whatever that is, you would either click Browse and create the folder at destination, or you may create the folder using your FTP and then click on it. It'll show up in a list over here. So you're going to notice in here, each one of the domain names that I have their own folder, their own directory. So for instance, tinahammett.com is forwarded to Tina Hammett. That way, when I open up my FTP file client, I'm going to be able to tell where my installs are and which site is where. If you don't give these good names and you're not actually pulling up the best name for or putting a folder in a specific name, then you're not going to see it. You're not going to know what it is. If I didn't have these folders in here, I wouldn't know what site they were. This is my main hosting, and then these are each of the individual sites that I've created, and I can tell which one they are because I've named the folder for the site. So that's how that works. So first thing that I'm going to do is make sure that I have set up my domain, and I'm going to come here and make sure that it says setup right here, that it's not pending setup. It has to be set up. I'm going to go back to my home. And next, I'm going to go ahead and click on WordPress. And it's going to bring me to this little wizard. I'm going to click Install Now. It's going to ask me which domain name I want to install it on. And I'm going to find Tina Hammett because that's the one I want to do. And I'm going to check the little radio button here. I'm going to choose Next. Next is my database description. I want to give this a description so that if I ever have to go edit this database for some reason, I know which one I'm doing. So Tina Hammett. I'm going to give it a password. It has to be between 8 and 14 characters, contain at least one lowercase letter, one uppercase letter, a number, and include a special character like an exclamation point. And I'm going to hit Next. I am not going to install it on a directory. I want to install it on the primary domain. So this is going to assign this WordPress install to this domain. So anything in this box, delete it. Hit Next. And now you're going to give it a name. And I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. And that's it. That's all I have to do. In a couple of minutes, actually it could be a couple of minutes, it could be as much as 24 to 48 hours, but I will just go ahead and type in the domain name and keep checking back, and pretty soon it'll be a WordPress install. And that's how you're going to install WordPress using your Godaddy hosting.